All right, let's go ahead and now start the next chapter, everyone. Please come to the next chapter. The next chapter is nature of supply. Everyone in your chart. How many of you are practicing question answers? Okay, I see some hands coming up. Up. People watching at home, how many of you are practicing question answers? It's very important to practice question answers. Over here, I see 5, 10, 15% of the students who have done it. Baba, that is why I always say the pass percentage is so low. If you don't go ahead and practice question answers, trust me, you will be that student who will be getting 160, 170, 180, and then later you will say, sir, I failed. Are you getting my point? It's never too late. First day you have not done it. Today your job will be till the chapter I complete. Baba, come what may. Sleep 4 hours, 5 hours. It's okay. You know what? After clearing, no, you'll see that 5 hours, 6 hours is very normal. You getting my point, everyone? So please start practicing. Are we clear, everyone? What happened? No, after clearing CA, definitely you'll have more work. Did I say something funny? No. Okay, Baba, you have to start practicing. People watching at home, 100% you'll have to practice. Even if you have not enrolled for the Q&A batch, doesn't matter. Baba, pick up your Q&A material. Whichever Q&A material you have to practice question answers. Are we clear, everyone? Chalo, let's get it started now with chapter number 3, which talks about nature of supply. Please come to chapter number 3, nature of supply, everyone. Okay, I'll give you a quick linking of the chapter. I'll give you a quick linking of the chapter before we go ahead. Everyone over here now. We started learning GST with what, everyone? Goods and service. Goods or service, whenever it is being supplied, GST will be levied. But here you will have to go ahead and divide it into two parts, which says whenever goods or service will be supplied. Goods section number, everyone, 252. Services section number 2102. Goods and service, whenever it is supplied. Supply section number 7. Section number 7 had section number 71. A, all forms. AA, Baba, person other than individual members ko services. B told, importation of service. I want everyone to talk. People sitting at home, I want each one of you to talk with me. The C1 over here, schedule 1 ka 4 activities. Then we had section number 71A. Yes, everyone. Supply of goods versus supply of service ke liye, you will have to see schedule 2. Then we had section number 72A. Section number 72A, bench flag. Neither supply of goods nor supply of service. B went ahead and told about central government, state government activities. Neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Yes, everyone. 7.3 was total bakwas. Then we had Baba 7.2B, notified activity. Okay, everyone. Then we had section number 8, composite supply and mixed supply. Composite supply, principal, mixed supply, higher state. Baba, mixed supply or composite supply. You always have to say that it shall be taxed as if it is a supply of principal supply. Mixed supply, you have to say in your exam, it will be taxed as if it is the supply of that supply which attracts higher state. Don't say higher state only. You getting my point, everyone? Baba, that is the manner of writing. A student who doesn't practice will write in the exam. Mixed supply, higher state. What is higher state? You have to write in a manner. Can we go ahead, everyone? Are we clear? Chalo. Now, when goods and services are being supplied, the next point comes over here is Baba, whether it is supplied interstate or it is supplied intrastate. This is the nature of supply, whether it is inter or it is intra. If it is interstate, IGST will be levied or imposed. If it is intrastate, CGST and SGST will be levied or imposed. SGST is not a part of our syllabus, so we'll just go ahead and say CGST will be levied. So today we are going to talk about interstate and intrastate. Baba, remember one thing, we have already spoken about it in the first chapter, right, everyone? Now, please come to your chart. Section number, nature of supply, the chapter when we go ahead and study nature of supply, the chapter when we go ahead and study, we go ahead and see over here. 1 minute, people. I pause the video, starting again. Everyone over here now. Nature of supply. When you go ahead and talk about nature of supply chapter, we are going to speak about IGST Act. Okay, everyone. Remember one thing. We are going to speak about the IGST Act. Now, when you go ahead and talk about nature of supply, we have section number 7 of the IGST Act, which talks about interstate supply. Section number 8, which goes ahead and talks about intrastate supply. Then we have section number 9, which is there, which talks about supply in territorial waters of India. 10, 11, 12, 13 talks about place of supply, which is there. 14 of the IGST Act talks about OIDAR. 15 talks about tourist, and 16 talks about zero rated supply. Are we clear, everyone? So now in this chapter, the first thing we have to go ahead and understand, what do you mean by India? Everyone, please see over here. What do you mean by India? Sir, India ka definition, is it very important from exam point of view? Not important from exam point of view, but you should know. India means, first of all, you should remember the territory of India. So this is the territory of India. India means what, everyone? The territory of India. Now, from territory of India, if you go to 12 nautical mile, this area is also considered as India. Are we clear, everyone? Territory of India. You have to see me. Territory of India. Then we have the territorial waters of India. Are we clear? From the baseline up to 12 nautical mile. Below that, we have the seabed and the subsoil. That is also considered as India. Above, water is there. Below, soil will be there. That soil is also considered as India. Now, after 12 nautical mile, sir, 1 nautical mile is 1.853 kilometer. 12 nautical mile means approximately 22 kilometer. 22 kilometer. Okay, everyone. Now, from 12 nautical mile, if you go another 188 nautical mile, means 12 nautical mile is territorial waters of India. After that, this 188 nautical mile, if you go, is the exclusive economic zone. India includes the exclusive economic zone also. And below that, we have the continental shelf. So here the soil will be going like this, right? The soil which is there is the continental shelf. So exclusive economic zone, and below that the continental shelf which is there is also considered as India over here. Everyone listen to me very carefully. India means the territory of the sea, the territorial waters of India. Below that, seabed and subsoil. After that, exclusive economic zone. Below that, the continental shelf is also India. And above me, above the territory, there is airspace. And above the territorial waters of India, there is airspace. That airspace is also considered as India. Remember, airspace above exclusive economic zone is not India. Can we go ahead, everyone? So India means the territory of India, which includes all the states and union territory. After that, we have from the baseline territorial waters of India. Below that, people with me, seabed and subsoil. After that, exclusive economic zone. Below that, continental shelf. Above me and above the territorial waters, airspace is also considered as India. Why knowing India is very important? Because the GST Act is applicable to the taxable territory, and taxable territory means India. Are we clear? So if an aeroplane is flying above us, supposedly Bombay to Goa, it's India airspace, right, everyone? And in that, the GST will be applicable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, it's not that US say supposedly one plane is going Australia, you catch it, come down, give GST. That is not the thing over here. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Everyone over here now. Next. So are we clear with India, everyone? GST is applicable to the taxable territory, and taxable territory means India. Now we have section number 7 over here, which goes ahead and talks about interstate supply. People, do you guys remember intra and interstate supply? Do you guys remember intrastate, interstate? What is intra? Whenever transaction is happening within the same state, same UT. Yes, everyone. We go ahead and charge CGST and SGST, or CGST and UTGST. Inter is what? Different state, different UT. One state, one UT. Two different countries. We went ahead and understood it is interstate, and IGST will be applicable. That was first chapter. So I told you the baby wala language. Now we'll go ahead and see the law wala language. Everyone over here. Section number 7 of the IGST Act, and we have section number 8 of the IGST Act. Always remember, whenever I talk about a section, I'm talking CGST Act. But if I specifically go ahead and tell section number 7 of the IGST Act, means it's IGST Act now. Can we go ahead, everyone? Otherwise, everywhere we learn which act? CGST. Now, intrastate supply. What do you mean by intrastate? It goes ahead and says whenever you want to consider something as intrastate supply, Baba, what are the two things you always have to see? Location of supplier and place of supply. Location of supplier and place of supply. Correct, everyone? Location of supplier to Baba, where he is registered. Correct, everyone, where he has his place of business. Place of supply is determined by section number 10, 11, 12 and 13 of the IGST Act. They are going ahead and telling, first of all, you go ahead and apply the provision of section number 10 of the IGST Act and determine place of supply. So location of supplier and place of supply you will have. How will you find out place of supply? Section number 10. Location of supplier and place of supply, once you have it, they are telling when location of supplier and place of supply are in the same state, same UT, it will always be what, everyone? Intrastate. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then it goes ahead and says this was with respect to goods, supply of goods. This is with respect to supply of service. Same thing. But they are going ahead and telling you have to determine in case of service, place of supply with the help of section number 12. 10, 11 of the IGST Act deals with goods ka place of supply. 12, 13 of the IGST Act deals with services ka place of supply. Section number 12 say first you find out place of supply. Now, if location of supplier and place of supply are in the same state or union territory, we always go ahead and call it as what, everyone? Intra-state supply of service, and you will go ahead and charge what, everyone? CGST and SGST, or CGST and UTGST. Can we go ahead, everyone? Are we all clear? Chalo, next. Everyone over here now. Now they are going ahead and talking about some activities which they are telling are not intra. We'll talk about it, but first I want to go ahead and talk about interstate. What is interstate, everyone? It says first find out the place of supply by applying section number 10, or find out the place of supply in case of service by applying section number 12. Now, if location of supplier and place of supply in two different state, two different UT, one state, one UT, it is always interstate supply and IGST will come. You guys already know this, right, everyone? Now, the next one over here is whenever you import some goods from outside India, it is always what, everyone? Interstate supply. Remember one thing, I told two different country. Importation of goods, what it will be always? Interstate. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is importation of service. If you import a service, it will also be interstate supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is section number 7.5. Section number 7.5 goes ahead and says supply of goods or supply of service or both, where location of supplier is in India, place of supply is outside. Supply is in India, place of supply is outside India. That will always be interstate supply. Now you tell me, what is it? I am in India, place of supply is outside India. What kind of service? You will call it export, but you can't call it export unless it specifically falls in the definition of export. Are you guys getting me? Otherwise, they should have written exports over here, right? So they have not gone ahead and written exports because supposingly, if I go ahead and talk about service, location of supply is in India, place of supply is outside India, it becomes interstate, IGST will come. But only if it falls in the definition of export of service, then you can call it exports and you can claim the benefit of zero rated supply. Are you guys able to understand? So if I go ahead and tell you all export, all interstate supply are not exports, but all exports are interstate supply. Can we go ahead, everyone? Are you all 100% clear? Location of supply is in India, place of supply is outside India. It will be what, everyone? Interstate supply. And whenever you are supplying to an SEZ or SEZ is going ahead and supplying, you are supplying to SEZ or SEZ is going ahead and supplying, it will always be what, everyone? Interstate. And supposingly any transaction happens in India which is not intra, it will always be inter. Anything which is not intra and not covered anywhere else will always be inter. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, if you see on the right hand side, it says supply of goods to or by SEZ unit or developer. Even though within the same state, it will always be what, everyone? SEZ. Interstate. Who told? Baba, it is already told over here. So they have gone ahead and told it will never be intra. Are we clear? The next one, importation of goods. It is always what, everyone? Inter, and hence it will never be intra. And they have removed from intra, saying this shall never be intra. Then supply made to a tourist. Always remember one thing, whenever you go ahead and supply goods ka talk it is going on, right? Whenever you are supplying goods to a tourist, supplying to a tourist is never intra, and you are always going to charge what, everyone? Interstate, IGST. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Subject to provision of section number 12. Now, supply of service we'll talk about. Whenever you are supplying to an SEZ unit, SEZ, supplying to an SEZ or supplying by an SEZ, SEZ, even though within the same state, it will never be intra, it will always be interstate. Are section number 7 and section number 8 clear to all? Now, everyone listen to me very carefully. If you are going ahead and telling me, supposingly you have one casino which is there in the territorial waters of India, even though everyone, supposingly there is a casino in the territorial waters of India, or a person who is a supplier in the territorial waters of India, where will he take registration? Nearest coastal state, right, everyone? Now listen to me very carefully. If supposingly there is a person in the exclusive economic zone, there is a person in the exclusive economic zone, then what is going to happen? Remember one thing, exclusive economic zone is a union territory. And the name of the union territory is other territory. Are we clear, everyone? The name of the territory is what? Other territory. It's a territory of the union government, territory of the central government. Means it's another union territory. So can you tell me we have 5 union territories or 6 union territories? Five, so I had already told you in chapter number 1. Now, one more, exclusive economic zone is also a union territory. Can I go ahead, everyone? Tell me one thing. Supposingly, this place is nearest to Goa. There is a supplier in Goa who went ahead and supplied over here. Goa ka supplier, and this place is also nearest to Goa. It will be intra or inter? Intra. Can I go ahead, everyone? Because this person will be taking registration over nearest coastal state only. Tell me one thing, Goa ka person, if he goes ahead and supplies in the exclusive economic zone, then Goa is a state, exclusive economic zone is a separate union territory. It will always be inter and IGST will be applicable. Is my point 100% clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Next, everyone over here, Goa ka person supplied outside the 200 nautical mile. It is not India when you supply outside the exclusive, outside the outside India, location of supply is in India, place of supply is outside India, it is interstate, IGST will come. But still, can you take the benefit of export? You have to see other conditions to be satisfied. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here. So I've gone ahead and written over here, supply to or flow EZ. Everyone, if you are supplying to the EZ or supply is received from the EZ, always remember it's an other territory which is a union territory. Supply to or flow EZ is always inter, and supply within the EZ. Supposingly, tell me one thing, there is one more oil field over here. He is supplying to him, he is supplying over here. Then what will happen? Within the union territory, intrastate. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo, please come to the right hand side now. Now we have the next one, which is zero rated supply. Please understand, what do you mean by zero rated supply, everyone? Government is going ahead and telling location of supply. Okay, first of all, I want you to understand, what do you mean by exports over here? Whenever you go ahead and talk about exports, goods ka definition says export of goods means taking from India outside India. Goods, if you take from India outside India, it is export. Okay, everyone. But services ke liye it is saying, remember this definition, very, very important from exam point of view. Services ke liye it say location of supply is in India. Recipient is outside India. Place of supply is outside India. What you are receiving is foreign convertible currency, and you both are not mere establishment of distinct person, you are actual different person. Government is telling India ka outside say from actual different person get foreign currency. Baba, if you get foreign currency, India will become rich, and if India becomes rich, ultimately, Baba, India will have a say everywhere. Correct or not, everyone? So that is what they are going ahead and telling. You have to earn foreign currency from actual different person, not mere establishment. Your establishment only outside India. State Bank of India, one Dubai branch is there. They are providing service and getting money into India. They will not be considered as export of service. Are we clear, everyone? You have to tell with me, what is export of service? Location of supply is in India. Recipient is outside India. Place of supply is outside India. And what you are receiving is foreign convertible currency. And you both are not mere establishment of different distinct person, you are actual distinct person. What do you mean by distinct person, everyone? They have gone ahead and defined distinct person over here in explanation 1. Can you guys see over here? They are telling a person has one establishment in India, and I supposedly have one branch office outside India. Then Baba, establishment of distinct person. One branch in India, one outside India, that is distinct person. So tell me one thing, if mere establishment of distinct person say I earned foreign currency, export of service, you have to earn from actual foreigner, outside person only. Are we clear, everyone? Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one, I have one establishment in one state and another establishment outside the state. They are telling you have one establishment in one state, another establishment outside the state. That is also distinct person. Then they are telling you have one establishment in a state and another establishment also within the state, and both are registered. Then also it is establishment of distinct person. Are we clear, everyone? Both establishments should be registered in the state. Only then you can call it distinct person. Can we go ahead? The next one over here is explanation. What does the explanation go ahead and say? The explanation goes ahead and says, just a minute, everyone. Battery seems to be low. Just a minute. So we are talking about distinct person. What is distinct person talking, everyone? Distinct person goes ahead and says about distinct person goes ahead and talks about that, sir, I have one establishment in India, one outside India, distinct person. One establishment in one state, one outside the state, distinct person. One establishment in the state, another establishment also in the state, and both are registered. Then also it is distinct person. And it goes ahead and says that How will you be called as having an establishment outside India? They are telling if a person is carrying on business through a branch, agency, representational office in any territory. If I have a branch, representational office, State Bank of India has a branch outside India. They have a representational office outside India. Then they are telling they will be treated as having an establishment in that territory. And if I have one establishment in India, one establishment outside India, both are distinct person. Earning money from the distinct person, is it export of service? No. Can we go ahead, everyone? Are we all 100% clear? Very, very important to remember export of service ka definition. Now, they are going ahead and telling on the right hand side, government says, Ramesh, you will export, you will earn foreign currency. India will become rich. We are very happy. We'll give you all the benefit. You are in India, place of supply is outside India, even though interstate, even though IGST should come, but I'll not charge you 1 rupee tax also. I'll not charge you 1 rupee tax also. Buying to selling, the whole chain which is there will be made zero rated, means it will be benefit which will be given where 0% tax will be charged. Are we clear, everyone? So now what are the transactions which are being considered as zero rated supply? Number one over here talks about export of goods or service. So if you are going ahead and doing any export, anyone going ahead and doing export, government is selling very good, Baba, provided you fall in the definition of export. Okay, everyone. If you are going ahead and doing export, government says export of goods, services, or both. If you are doing export, anyone doing export, you know, no export of goods and service ka definition. Goods means taking from India outside India. Service means supplies in India. Recipient is outside India. Place of supply is outside India. What you are receiving is foreign convertible currency. In case of Nepal, Bhutan, INR is also permitted. And Baba, you are not mere establishment of distinct person. Can I go ahead, everyone? You are actual distinct person. It means you have earned foreign currency. Government says export ka case mein we'll give you zero rated supply ka benefit. Are we clear, Baba? Zero rated doesn't mean 0% tax. Zero rated means your whole chain made tax free. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one, supply of goods or service to SEZ unit or developer. If you are going ahead and supplying, now SEZs are made why? Baba, tell me one thing, supplying to an SEZ or supply by an SEZ within India, supposingly, what is it called? Interstate. SEZ went ahead and exported. What it will be? Export by SEZ? Export, zero rated supply. Correct? But if it supplies within India, interstate. Now, SEZ told, sir, we are set up only to go ahead and export only. Correct? So, sir, please don't go. Please tell other people when they are supplying to us, no, not to go ahead and charge any tax. Are we clear, everyone? And hence, government went ahead and told supplying to an SEZ, supplying to an SEZ unit will also be considered as zero rated supply. So, if you are supplying to an SEZ, you will not charge any tax. SEZs are meant to export. When they export, exports are also zero rated. So, people supplying to an SEZ, they will not charge any tax. Interstate, but they will not charge any tax. And when SEZ exports, if SEZ supplies within India, interstate IGST will come. SEZ exports, zero rated. Are we people? I want the juice. You have to talk in the class. Can we go ahead, everyone? If you don't talk, I'll not come to know that you have understood it. Can we go ahead? The next one over here is now. Supposingly, I buy plastic. Plastic say I make plastic bangle and supply within India. If you supply within India, in the plastic bangle, there is no GST. It means your ITC gone. Are we clear? But government is going ahead and telling if you make plastic, say plastic bangle, on the plastic, whatever GST is paid, we will go ahead and give you a refund if you export it. Baba, you do export, government is very happy. Government says, registered person, subject to 17.5. If it is block credit, then forget it. Other than that, ITC available for making zero rated supply, even though the supply is exempt in India. Generally, exempt supply, you don't get ITC. But exempt supply, if you export, then ITC will be available. Government will give you a refund. The next one over here is how do you go ahead and make zero rated supply? There are two ways to go ahead and make zero rated supply. Number one, everyone, give LUT or bond. Take ITC ka refund. Are we clear, everyone? Or pay IGST. Full IGST ka refund will be given. Everyone knows that, everyone. What is the two ways of making zero rated supply? Number one, registered person making zero rated supply. Number one, give an LUT or bond. Without IGST, you can export. And whatever the ITC is there, you will get a refund. Can you tell me ITC ka refund is spoken in refund chapter section number 54.3, read with rule number 89. Baba, rule number 89.4. That formula is there. That very easy dangerous formula. Correct or no? Yes, Baba, it is very easy. Now, everyone, the second one, how to make zero rated supply? You pay IGST. When you are paying IGST, you will use the ITC already. That full IGST ka refund will be given to you. Are we clear? So buying to selling, the whole chain made tax free, and that is zero rated supply. Pay IGST and Baba, you can claim IGST ka refund. Can we go ahead, everyone? The last point over here is, supposingly, sir, I am going ahead and supplying the territorial waters of India. Tell me one thing. If I am supplying the territorial waters of India, place of supply is in the territorial water of India. Place of supply will be deemed where? Nearest coastal state. Suppliers in the territorial waters of India. His location will be deemed where? Nearest coastal state. Correct or not? That is told by section number 9. Whenever location of supplier is in the territorial water, his location will be deemed to be in the nearest coastal state or UT. Whenever, if supposingly I am supplying in the territorial waters of India, then place of supply will be deemed in the nearest coastal state or union territory. Are we 100% clear? Can we go ahead, everyone? People watching at home, are we clear till here? Listen to me very carefully. What are the sections we went ahead and learned over here? IGST ka section number 7. What is section number 7 telling everyone? Interstate. Section number 8, everyone. Intrastate. Section number 9, everyone. Territorial water. If you supply in the territorial water, place of supply nearest coastal state. If place of supply is in the territorial water, place of supply nearest coastal state. If supply is in the territorial water, supplier's location in the nearest coastal state. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here, section number 10, 11, 12, 13 talks about place of supply. Section number 14 talks about OIDR. You remember? OIDR supplying to NTOR, forward charge mechanism. 15, tourist. Baba, here. Tourist. 15, tourist. Okay, everyone. 16 is zero rated. Can you tell me what are the two things which are zero rated, everyone? Exports by anyone. SEZ or whoever does export, it is zero rated. And supplying to. See, supplying to and by SEZ is interstate. But only supplying to SEZ is zero rated. Are we clear, everyone? SEZ supplying within India, interstate IGST will come. SEZ supplying outside India, zero rated. Are we all 100% clear? I'll close my discussion over here. C graded chapter, not very important from exam point of view, but I will say the student should remember export of service ka definition 100%. Student should also go ahead and remember zero rated supply, this 2 point. And everyone over here, listen. One circular, most important point. Missed it. One hotel is there. Okay, everyone, listen here. Supposingly, this is Karnataka. Okay, this is the state of Karnataka. This is an SEZ. In the SEZ, one hotel, one unit is there. They went ahead and they had to do some program. So they went to one person and told, sir, we want your banquet hall. Okay, everyone. This person who is there, his location of supplier is what, everyone? Karnataka. Are we clear? Now, when you go ahead and read section number 12.3 in your place of supply chapter, when he is giving all this banqueting, immovable property related service, the place of supply also will come where? Section number 12.3, when you read, place of supply will also come where the immovable property is there. Do you guys agree with me? Immovable property is in Karnataka. So, Baba, for this person who is the supplier, this is what kind of a supply? Intrastate, and he will go ahead and charge what, everyone? CGST and SGST. This is general provision which is told. But if you refer specific provision with respect to SEZ, it says when you are going in and supplying to SEZ, it will always be what, everyone? Interstate and IGST should come. So there was a confusion. Government told specific over prevails over general, and specific provision with respect to SEZ says it is interstate supply and IGST will come. Did you guys get it, everyone? Are we all 100% clear? Yes, sir. That is the line over here. Short-term accommodation, banqueting, conferencing services provided to SEZ. Section number 12.3, which is a general rule, will not prevail. Section number 7.5b, which says that supplying to an SEZ is always interstate, will prevail. And hence, it will always be what? Interstate and IGST will come. Are we clear? These 3 points which I have gone ahead and marked are the most important part. One question which is there in your book, please solve it. If you have the Q&A material, you have one question, please solve it. Right, everyone? Chalo, I'll go ahead and close all my discussion on the chapter of nature of supply. Congratulations, people. Done.